Let's go around, set up a camp. Don't believe there's any particular ones that we can do here, but we'll try. Physical blessing may help, may not. Let's do a little bit of gathering while we're here. Now we do have a medic here, so it may last. We'll see. One or more of your characters is below 30% health and may die. If the health drops to 0, the character will not participate in any challenges. Set up a camp to speed up health recovery. Cross your fingers and your toes and your eyes, chat. Cross them all. Biscuit acquired! We are safe. That was the closest we've come. Alright. Could have been awful. Turned out not so. Let's have a look at Dark Aavak right now. Dark Aavak will heal relatively quickly. But yeah, that was rough. How long have you got, Yob God? You've got 6 turns. Oof. We can probably make it in 6 turns. We definitely can't afford to be on land for too much of that time. I'm just going to pop that and make sure that we are safe. Let's have some seaweed soup. Sounds delicious. Oh, take care, Bartleby. You have a good one, mate. Gonna grab some Z's. Thanks for the stream. And Thea too. Take care, mate. It was great seeing you in chat. Right, we are good. Problem is, to cross that river is going to be a pain in the backside. A bear's lair will be no issue at all for us. I am worried we're not going to actually get back in time. Because it's going to take us a turn to cross the river. Okay, we need to get down here more or less. Ooh. Yes. What is the curse that I need to get rid of? I didn't know that I was cursed. Apparently I was cursed, right? Oh. Okay, well that's sorted. Nice. And we got a research point. Glorious. This time we're going to go for... I mean, at this point we could actually start saving up. Got a reasonable amount of topaz though, and I do seem to collect it. Got burning turns here for no good reason. Can I get an education going? I think I probably can. Ah, balls. Okay, don't worry about it then. That would have been good if we could have got it. Would have given us just a little bit more. As you clear the land to make a better campsite, you uncover a heavy ironclad chest, likely unearthed here by the Shattering. It is bound in chains and has some odd foreign symbols on it. Magic user, or magic. Strong magic resides in the object. If you are to set up camp here, you'd better deal with it first. Or wisdom. Try to figure out what the writing may mean. No, we'll go with that. The runes wounds are meant to work as protection for whatever lies within the chest. They are binding wounds, so opening the chest will release the guardians, most likely wraiths. The chains work as a trigger. When broken, they will begin the process of releasing the wraiths. Despite the magic protection, the chest is very old and has many weak spots. Try to open the chest without breaking the chains. Or, now that you know what this is, try to perform a cleansing ritual to release the wraiths, thus making it safe to open the chest. The ritual worked, and the wraiths are freed of their bonds. The chest is now safe for looting. Got a bit of mysticism there. Get rid of leather robes and medium armor. I mean, that wasn't terrible. Alright, let's break camp and get into the water if we can. We have got to make very swift progress now. Pretty much a be-all, end-all of it. Do we even have a chance? 3 turns. The ship can make some really good progress. We might get to Dragon's Rest in time. But we don't have time to stop for fighting. Or doing any missions. We've literally just got to move as fast as we can. So what's this game about? It's basically a 4X game. The premises of the game, it's following on from the first game where it's kind of like a high fantasy. It's very heavily based on Slavic and kind of middle / Eastern European mythology and folklore. The world it went through a calamity. It went through a cataclysm. And in the first game, you either save or you don't save it. There's a lot of agency within the game. But effectively, you're going around, you're gathering up materials, crafting gear for your people. You can set up towns. You can just roam around as like a wandering salvage party. Your people can have different kinds of gear. Much of it you'll make, some of it you'll find. Lots of different races, different kinds of classes that they can get. And right now, we're desperately trying to get back to my main town, where I've built buildings that will dramatically improve the odds of children forgetting good roles when they age, when they turn into adults. I've got a child that we really want to get some good stats because it's a race that will have the potential to be very powerful. But I've got to get there before they go through the croppings. Okay, I think we've made it, chat. I think we've done it. Oh no, please tell me I got one more turn's worth of movement. Yeah, I might be slowed down because of this. No! Yes! Yes! We made it! Everyone is back in Dragon's Rest. Whereas Thea 1 had a single island, Thea 2 is based on, like, it had a single world. And it was all basically landmass with some lakes and rivers and things. Thea 2 is based heavily on this idea that the world has been shattered. And there's islands, you can sail out there, and it's a lot of stuff to do. It's really, really fun. It's a biscuit nami tonight, I know, right? We have done amazingly well. Let's check out the reason why we were trying to get back to my village. We've got a bunch of things here. First and foremost, we've got a child's playground, which increases the children's attributes by 1.4. Just being here increases their attributes. We've got a forge, we've got a school. This means that we have like certain types of classes. Like when a child becomes an adult, they go through the croppings, and it's at that point that they select their class as an adult. And that's based partially on the stats they have, a little bit of luck here and there. Their race might lock some things, like you can't be an orc matriarch if you're not an orc, and a woman. There are lots of different things that go into this. Now, at the town, I've got buildings that will guarantee certain options are open, even if otherwise they wouldn't be. But also, the playground does a lot to make it more likely that a child is going to get some sort of good role. because if we have a look now, Yobgod has a 10 for mysticism. Only a 5.5 for strength, which is kind of bad for a blue orc, but a 10 for mysticism is nice. The base value is 7 naturally, which is very good as well. Okay, so we brought back an awful lot of stuff. Let's swap that out. That is good, but this is better. Now, additionally, by getting back here, we're gonna have made a couple of new things available to us. But let's pop Dark Aavak in here to just get that ticking over. We're constantly turning iron into gold. Ah, alchemy. Truly the greatest of things. Got a lot of new peeps around. Now, effectively, we didn't complete our mission, which actually really makes me sad. Got to explore that island, got to explore this island, which seems to have some stuff on it. But by and large, we have now completely explored this island. Just these tiny little bits to there we are, to reveal. Odds of there being something truly amazingly important there, slim. We've got other islands as well. I believe that's the Elven Island. I believe this is the Orc Island. This is the Ice Demon Island, and this one I think is the... I'm not actually sure even. What are we home for the well, the orc was it is a boy, and that's why his mother was trying to kill him, because he has some magic about him. It very much like Wheel of Time, you know. Men with magic are considered quite dangerous. And so, as much as that he is a blue orc, and that's inherently going to be powerful physically, he has this opportunity to maybe be something magical as well. So we're kind of aiming for him to be a mage whose main, you know, kind of like grimoire is full of things like punch and kick and headbutt. Yobgod will cast Fist on his opponents. Glowy Fist. Maybe wreathed in flame, who knows. But definitely worth us having a look at some of the things that we can now craft while we're here. Because it has been a long while since we've returned this way. We've got double-handed axes, and we're going to want something like this for Yobgod. Now I do believe we're going to want Stone and Bone. Would give us Shield Leech and Life Leech. This would already give us Strength times 3. So that. What does higher education do? It means that you generate experience points out of nothing. Oh, Mackin, thank you very much for the cheer there. Hey, if you don't mind, I have a request. Let's do some more ferret camp videos. I'm sorry that your cat passed away, mate. And hoping that you give the cute ferrets a hug on your behalf. I would give them a hug anyway, but I shall definitely do that for you. I'm sorry that your cat passed away. 19 years is a good run, though. Right. But that would give us a legendary weapon that could steal life and shield for anyone using it. Stupidly powerful. We've got Moonstone over there. I don't have enough for it, but let's have a look at what that would give. Oh, true damage and shield leech. So basically, it would do its damage to both armor and health, regardless. Now, if I wanted to add this, I'd be able to use this in mental attacks as well. Which is kind of bonkers. If I had something like that, I'd have life leech, but I'd also be able to use it in spiritual combat. It's a very spiritual axe, this one, okay? The Forgotten Battle Axe. Yeah, it's very heavy. It's why you generally want something like a blue orc to use it. But I'm going to say that's not where we want to be with it. Do we have anything that would go in those slots? Kind of got that, but... Yeah, life leech and shield leech there. Only 2.8, but... Might not be a bad move. What did we have in there the first time? Chat, what did I have in that slot the first time? I don't remember. It was something with bone, yeah, but what? Oh, did I have worm silk in there? Oh, I did. Oh, I can't even do that. Never mind. I guess this would be the best we can do then. A 2.8 is still pretty solid. If I wanted to go for this, I'd have life leech and shield leech, but at a lower percentage. But I would do a lot more damage. But I think a legendary weapon would be the thing to go for. A big and heavy two-handed axe. I have 24% chance of being utter garbage, though. Now only 13% chance of being utter garbage. Let's get that done in one turn. Ready for the potential blue orc that we're going to have to use it. Right, we also want to start cooking some materials quite badly, actually. We've got a lot of materials to cook. Right, okay. Let's pass the turn. How did I say that? Axe looks gruesome. It does a bit, yeah. Okay. Your blue orc child is ready to become an adult. As such, they will undergo the croppings, a coming-of-age ceremony. But the path is never easy. You must now choose what journey the young will take before God's willing, they may return to you as an adult. Teach the child some fighting skills. That's the only option that we have. We do not have an option for magic, chat. We tried, but we failed. The trials for a fighter are tough and dangerous. The child must prove their mettle in the wild and hold their own against stronger challenges. Without another pirate to train them, you're not sure what they can achieve. Yeah, males are super hard to make mages, but the child was said to already be magical, so we really pushed it. Begin the trials. By the will of the sea, the child survives and becomes a common pirate, the lowest of the ship's crew. Boo! Ah, well. Yobgod, you are a pirate. God damn it, that music is now playing in my head. Why did I say it like that? Why? Chad, why have I done this to myself? I did it to myself. There we go. You've now got 14.4 in strength and 14.4 in mysticism. Rejoice at their safe return. Now we have a pirate in amongst our peeps. The good thing about that is that should we have any more blue orcs, we do have a pirate to help teach them the ways. So yes, Yogbod shall no longer be a mystic pirate, but you are now back to being level 1. And in fact, you know what? Let me show you. Look at that handsome figure of an orc there, wielding the most quintessential of pirate weapons, the anchor. Right, okay, so you've now got net shot. Each pirate has a net shooting crossbow. It's small and won't kill anyone, but serves as a good distraction. In physical, you'll do 10 damage and stun them a little bit, and in mental, you'll do a little bit less based on intelligence. Gang support. The more of us, the harder we are to kill. Defense of the swarm. This character's defense will increase for each other ally character placed on the battlefield after them. Nice. Decreases the delay of a character on the battlefield, so they will act faster. Very, very nice indeed. Triggers on ally card play, so we want to place them down pretty quickly. Pirate Orc. This character is a Pirate Orc. Pirate Orcs come from another unknown part of there. They are known for their strength, ferocity, and their disinclination to use one-handed weapons. And then parry. Adds extra shielding. Okay? So that's just constantly there. Alright. We've got a not awful version of this. You already do 40 damage. Straight out of being a youngling, you do 40 damage. And heal yourself and your shield when you do it. Truly. You shall be the Archmage of Chopomancy. It's not bonkomancy, it's chopomancy. Or maybe hackomancy, if you come from provincial back ends of nowhere and have no class. Right. We want some really chunky armor now. I guess I can give you some gathering, that's fine. I mean, you can always have tools, so... What kind of companion do we want? Do we want to be able to summon a spider? Shack? No. Summon a boar? I don't need to increase your mysticism. Increase max health might not be a bad one. You've got 102 health! Well, it's quite impressive, really, when you think about it. I could give you a horse made of enchanted bones and honey. Help you carry your burdens. But I don't think you need much help carrying your burdens, honestly. So I think it is. You're gonna have a pet shmoo. Your pet shmoo will make sure that you're kept nice and safe. Aavak, why is your horse made out of enchanted bones and honey? Well, it's not even the weirdest one. I've got a horse that's made out of dragon bones and fish. Look, don't ask questions that you're not ready for the answers for, okay? There are eldritch secrets to this universe, and we are privy to very, very few answers. More questions than answers, generally. Right. But, yeah, I mean, I could summon a Wraith. But honestly, I kind of feel... Well, the issue here is Yogbot is only good in one type of combat. You can use brute force, but outside of that, you are really not that useful. Which is a problem. Yeah, let's give you a Wraith, because you can at least then pull that Wraith into a fight for us. I'm going to need a ring. I'm going to need some crazy armor for you as well. Let's have a look. What kind of crazy armor can we make? Crystal wood. I've got ancient wood. Let's just have a look at what an ancient wood piece of armor. 86 protection there, or 34 here. Now let's have a look at what we would get if I used this instead. That's 50 increased shielding across everything, which is nice. But let's be honest, in this particular instance, there is no reason for us... yeah, we're just going to check out some things that I can make, Demi, and then we're going to be wrapping up the stream. With a character that only has a means of doing physical damage, there is not really much reason for us to have armor that offers anything else. No, damn it, didn't make me end the stream. I told chat that this is the consequence of having 2 streams in a day. Okay? We go to the second tea break, and that's it for that. I might not always do like 2 streams a day, but when I do, each one will be a little bit shorter than the norm. I could have him tank for my other damage. That's actually a good point. Yeah. That is a good point. And if I'm honest, generally speaking, I do try to go for a weapon that can... I tend to go for physical or spiritual battles. We don't do mental battles very often, so it doesn't really matter if I make this a little bit more capable. But let's have a look at what I could do if we just went raw metal. Metal and stone. 90 is the most that we're going to get out of this. The rest comes down to what else I'd like to put into it. Pretty much. Good day, Aavak. What is this game? Dainty Foal. What a lovely name you have. This is Thea 2. It's one of my very, very favourite 4X games. It's deeply based on kind of Slavic and kind of Middle European folklore and mythology. A really, really engaging game. In my humblest of humble opinions. I mean, I could go for something like this, which would give me increased health, I guess. I could do that, actually. Oh, wow. Wow, that actually gives me a lot, yeah. 123% more health, 123% more max faith, and 61 armor across everything. Huh. That's kind of compelling. That isn't really going to add much to the shielding to make it worth it. But the 1 extra speed is kind of cool. Yeah, I think we're going to go for some spiky heavy armor. Let's go for it. It's got a 40% chance of being absolute rubbish, though. Okay, so now it's only down to 22. We've got an equal chance of it... This is unfortunate. Let's get you over there. Let's get you over there. I want my best crafters on this. There we go. We can get it done in a day. Trash chance, though? Big oof. I mean, it's not a 40% once I've got my best crafter on it. It's only a 22. But it's only a 28% chance of being good. It's 22% chance of being crap. And it's kind of in the middle. Double the chance of not being either. Let's find out what happens. Let's play one more turn. Fingers crossed, chat. I've got enough of that leather that I can actually just keep going until I get a masterwork, really. Let's find out. It is just a regular. So neither great nor awful. Right then, let's have a look at you. Boom. 74 base physical armor, 66 spiritual and mental armor. That's actually legitimately crazy. At this point, if I really, really wanted to push this, I could either make a gem that would give us shielding, or go for something that would just straight up increase strength. Do I have an example of that? I mean, I could make topaz jewelry, something along those lines, to give us an extra 16. That would be crazy amounts of shielding there. But true damage would just go through that anyway. So, I'm thinking some jewelry that would give us the means to have high amounts of let me find something to go in the top slot. Let's pop that there just so I can see. Is there anything that'll give us just strength? I'm not actually sure that is. You know. Oh yeah, there's definitely there's a couple of gems that I'd be able to put together that would give him faith attacks. Like that one, Mr. Clawhead. Oh, actually, no, that one's a bare spiritual. That does a physical attack based off of a stat for mysticism. But yeah, there are ways of doing that. Soul Tear, for example. There we go. But that's not going to run on mysticism. That is going to run on destiny. Nautic Jewel, that runs on intelligence. Distracting Jewel gives him lullaby. That actually gives him a lot of lullaby too. Anything that we could have that would give us that? Chat, do you know? I'm totally okay with accepting some quick back seating on this one. You don't even need to pay. Is there a jewel combination that will give strength or a mystic attack? Okay, so that's metal and this is leather. Let's find... That is jewel. And that is bone. That's also jewel. We've seen metal. Let's try wood. Wood just gives us gathering and mystical sign. Stone is the last one. Crafting and nothing else. So yeah, we're not going to be making a jewel that is going to be giving any significant help there, unfortunately. Probably one of the best things I could do is hopelessly overcompensate there with a jewel that gives enough protection. So just some extra protection. I don't think there's anything else we can do there. Lullaby actually is not a bad one. You know what? Maybe we should go with Lullaby. And we'll probably just use Elvenwood for that. Oh no, Lullaby's got... Oh, what was it that gave Lullaby then? Huh. That is... leather. Nope. Oh, there we are. Distracting Jewel. My bad. So yeah, leather gives that. Yep, that still gives us the 40 that we need. So that gives a lullaby for 5.2 seconds. That's actually a lot of delay that you'll apply to something with that. So this is more of a utility item. I can either go for that or I can go for the protective pendant. What do you think, chat? More armor across everything, or the ability to sing our opponents to sleep? I almost feel like there's no point in me asking this, but... you want sea shanties. So basically, our Hackomancer, in the middle of chopping people's limbs off and sucking their life force out through the blade of his axe, will be singing them the Wellerman song. Is this how it goes? Or more, maybe it's more the sort of shanty from Black and White. Maybe they're going to be singing about having notions that they'd quite like to sail the ocean. So they're building a big boat to leave here for good. I mean, orc singer, but Aavak is required to sing us a sea shanty every year. Oh my lord. Okay, so I'm going to make this ring, and we will never ever use it. But come on, let's get a 28% chance of getting something amazing out of that. One more turn. The Homan, an unliving skeletal procession, often foretelling death on a large scale, is seen passing through your village at night. Nyia, bow down to your lady's heralds. Whatever the dark fate awaits, it is her will. Magic, call upon your domain to steer the waves of cruel fate away from your village. Zerka, call upon the aid of the deities to protect you from this dark sign of calamity to come. Nature and intellect approach this problem calmly. We're gonna follow along with Nyia as well, honestly, in this one, I feel. Either that, or call upon our domain to steer the waves of cruel fate away from our village. Let's go for that one, actually. Let's not let this go badly. Altering the wheels of fate is never a safe endeavour, but your gods listen, and you feel the reach of the Homan lesson. You hear that many villages in your area were struck down with fatal sickness, and you wonder if your own safety made it worse for them. Well, that's a price I'm willing to pay. Final Sight got some extra destiny from that. Give thanks, and get back to work. Just another day in Thea, you know? There we go. And Final Sight got a level up. Well, may as well continue down the destiny path here. Right, let's go ahead and have a look. Did we get something good? Or was it trash? It was regular. That is fine. Alright then, chat. That's going to be it for us. We've come a long way, I feel. I'm pretty happy with what we've managed to achieve. We have our Hackomancer, though some might call him a hacker. I feel that I might cross some wires somewhere. We've got them probably the best weapon that we have made in the game so far. We've also made them some of the best armor in the game so far. And we've made them, you know, a piece of jewelry that they can use to enhance their performance whilst they're singing soothing sea shanties that will lull their victims into a stupor while they chop them apart. It's a shame you didn't make the ring spiky to go with that spiky axe. The spiky, I mean, I guess. Reinforced suit of armor provides good protection against blows, but requires good strength to wear. Yes, it does, though we're only 2/3 of our complete strength being used up. Pretty happy with what we got, though. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get more done over on the Goblin Lands. If you have a look at our logbook, Godsmice the Arena Sea Haven, I'm kind of tempted to go and take on the Sea Haven, if I'm honest. But before we do, the next time we stream this, I desperately need to make some better armor for everyone. And just to give you an idea of what sort of armor we can now make. It's 129 there, but it'll give 49% increased shielding across everything. Now, am I going to go for that more than physical? Yes, probably. I'm probably going to be alternating. Well, I mean, it's nice to have this across all different types of combat. But we are probably going to start favoring physical combat moving forward, I think. One thing I will say about that, though, let me just double check something. Yeah, those are physical weapons. So I think at this point we're starting to array enough powerful physical weapons that we actually want to start taking these into, you know, picking physical fights where we can. That is always dangerous, because whereas spiritual and mental fights, they come with their risks, but you will quite often have, it's almost like you've got a safety net. You've got a second chance to catch yourself if you fail with those types of challenges. If you go into a physical challenge and you fail, it is just straight up, yeah, no, yep, you're probably going to die. But we'll have to see how that goes. Definitely need to upgrade our armor, though. That is a must. Most of our people will probably be able to carry it, and those who can't, we can always give them lightness rings. The few that aren't going to be using them, we can probably go with topaz jewelry or something equivalent to that, which gives just full protection and just give them a lighter armor set. But yeah, I'm actually really, really happy with that. We've got our first blue orc, which means now moving forward, we're going to be able to get some more interesting gear setup. Hey, Normac, how you doing, buddy? You sneaky, sneaky so-and-so. That's right, chat. Deploy the sneaky ropes. Normac is in full stealth garb today. You were playing some Warhammer Chaos Gate. Oh, nice, man. I hope you enjoyed, buddy. But you did just catch me just as I was wrapping up, I'm afraid. And this is my second stream of the day, so I do need to skedaddle, because in about 10 minutes, my alarm's going to go off to tell me that I need to go and get Talia Midner's cancer meds ready. But you finally beat it today. Oh, fantastic, mate. Congratulations. I really hope you enjoyed it. Chat, be sure to drop Nomak a follow. A fantastic streamer. Absolutely wonderful individual with an extremely pleasant voice. I would highly recommend you follow them if you haven't already. Play quite a eclectic list of games that I've seen since I started following them myself, so there's almost always something for everyone. Alright, well that's it. We've got our pirate. The next blue orc we get will, as a consequence of having a pirate here, have a better chance of getting a stronger pirate future. You can get all the way up to pirate captains. They are ridiculously powerful. Probably on par with a regular orc matriarch. Maybe a little less powerful, because there's a lot harder to get an orc matriarch. But you can get some really, really interesting characters as long as you've got a member of that race to kind of guide the child through into adulthood. The first one is always the worst, but we actually ended up in a pretty good position. We got a pirate rather than a Cooper. Coopers, whilst they've got good utility abilities, they are weaker than the pirates generally, that I find. Do pirate captains sing better lullabies? Yes, they do. And they wear their tricone hat as well, which makes the lullabies somehow better. But that's going to be it for Thea 2 for now, and perhaps for a next stream or two. Now that I've got new footage, I will be uploading that over on Aavak After Hours, along with the other VODs, where you can catch one more or less every 3 hours for 12 hours of the day. I'm putting up like 4 videos a day over there at the moment, and as I work through my backlog, maybe that'll go up, maybe it'll go down. We'll see how that goes, but that is going to be it for me. I really do hope you have enjoyed, and if you've got a little bit more Twitch watching left in you, then hang tight and I'll find someone to raid. But if that is it for you for the night, or if you're watching this over in Vortland, I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time.